Yo, 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 what's up, duelists, card goblins, and pack addicts? It's your boy Penguin K Cypher, back at it again, and today we're talking about the newest Yu-Gi-Oh set, Alliance Insight, aka the set that just drop-kicked the Yu-Gi-Oh meta straight into next week. This set didn't just arrive, it exploded onto the scene like a mere force at locals. We're talking retrains of classic archetypes, brand new boss monsters, and enough spicy tech to give your rogue deck heartburn. Whether you're the sweaty local tryhard, a collector who only shows up for the pretty cards, or the mad scientist like me who's still trying to make Watts work in 2025, Alliance Insight has got a little something for everyone. And let's be real, we all got those 10, maybe 20 cards we're secretly hoping to pull. Don't lie. We all want that one card that'll make our friends cry, or at least say, bro, what even is this? But what makes this stand out? It's not just more cardboard. No, this set is a complete deck building toolbox. Some of these cards are meta bombs, others pure lore candy, and a few straight up conversation starters. Like, hey man, what does this even do? So buckle up, hit that like button, harder than a red eyes gets hit by Ash Blossom, and let's dive into the top cards you need in Alliance Insight. Let's go. Alright, starting off with our number 10, we've got Star Ryzeal. And look, I know I shouldn't get salty right away, but can we talk about how this thing just strolls in like, hey, here's a free summon, I got you. Because that's not enough, it also grabs you a Ryzeal spell or trap from your deck like it's a DoorDash for your combo line. And I'm sitting here like, did Ryzeal really need more help? Half their cards are already flirting with the ban list, and Konami's just like, here, have another one. But okay, fine. It's actually a solid card. Not just in Ryzeal's either, but any XYZ heavy deck. In fact, it's consistent and already making a splash in rogue builds. Respect. Coming in hot at number 9 is Regenesis Archfiend. And let me just say, this one's for the Fiend lovers, Chaos players, and probably the three of you still trying to make Archfiends work. I see you. This card, it's like the emo cousin of Star Ryzeal. Special summon? Yep. Search and end card? Yep. Accidentally support another archetype it wasn't even designed for? You betcha. And somehow, it all works. I mean, when's the last time you saw a named Archfiend card and didn't immediately go, oh neat, but unplayable? But this one actually slaps. It sets the groundwork for future builds, maybe even its own engine. Honestly, if you're running a Chaos or Fiend strategy, and this isn't on your radar, you're either cracked or broke. And before you all roast me in the comments, no, I don't chase the quarter-century secret rares every time. I'm a low rarity kind of guy. Budget balling. Do I want that shiny flex card? Absolutely. Do I want to eat this week? Also yes. Look, sometimes a QCSR card deserves a spot on the list because the demand is insane. But this is about cards everyone wants. Not just the rich kids with their 3 play sets and no student debt. Sliding in at number 8, it's the collab we never knew we needed, but totally deserved. Allied Code Talker at Ignister. Yeah, it's got a name like a fan-made crossover, but the thing is legit. It's a Link 3 Cyburst with 2300 attack, and it's basically the shiny Cyburst bridge between at Ignister and Code Talkers. 2 archetypes that basically exist just to see how many monsters you can summon before your opponent has a mental breakdown. And now, thanks to this card, the Cyburst Extended Universe is officially a thing. You've got at Ignisters over here doing anime acrobatics, Code Talkers over here with the Link 45 options, and now this guy comes in like, why not both? It's summonable with any Cyburst monster, and it's basically a plug and play for any Cyburst deck. I just want one Code Talker variant to finally pop off. Is that too much to ask? Galaxy and Photon, they got their moment. Cyber Dragons got like 12. Give Code Talkers their crowning arc. And no, I'm not biased or anything. Coming in at number 7, and fresh off the depths of wait, what card does how much? It's Diabellstar Vengeance. This card is a peak gothic villain energy, level 8 fiend, tons of attack, crazy summoning conditions that are basically just have a pulse, and 1 card swing effect that makes your opponent start reconsidering their life choices. I tried reading all the card text. I aged 3 years. But after I recovered, I realized this thing is cracked. It's searchable, it's splashable, and it basically fits beautifully into all of those lore-rich, heavy, edgy decks like the original Sinful Spoils and the Curse of Arampos. So you'll get the vibes and the value. Plus the artwork, gorgeous, dramatic, definitely the kind of card you pretend to care about for the lore, but really you're just like, please be in my opening hand, or I'm toast. Seriously though, this card's about to see more play than my playlist on tournament night. At number 6, we've got the ultimate problem solver. Literally, Gordian Slicer. The card that says, yo, what if we just cut out the nonsense? This spell card doesn't mess around. It's the kind of removal that just does the thing. No flashy animations, no 6-step combos, just a clean, surgical, get that thing off the board. You've got a monster with built-in immunity, 4 layers of negates, and its lawyer on standby. Gordian Slicer says, I didn't ask. Sure, you've got to pitch a card or dip into the extra deck, whatever. Small price to pay for actually answering stuff. Not everything needs to be a 5-page essay of effects, optional chain links. Sometimes, you just need a monster to disappear. Alright, and at number 5 is Backup at Ignister, or as I like to call it, what if Flame Bufferlo, Lady Debug, and Backup Secretary fused into one super Cyberse intern? Yo, you know those 3 great cards that were almost great? What if we just combined them and slapped Ad Ignister on it? And Konami did. This thing is nuts. Free summons? Check. Hand cycle? Check. Check. Search? Yep. Does it do your taxes for you? Not yet. But we'll give it a few formats. It's not really riffle your hand quite as cleanly as Bufferlo, but who cares? This card moves, it's aggressive, it's slick, and it's basically mandatory in modern Cyberse decks. Honestly, if the card was a coworker, I'd show up on time, overachieve, and take your promotion. Respect. Okay, so number 4 is Maliss P. March Hare. And look, I gotta be real with you. I kind of hate these names. What is the P for? Why is it even there? Why is there a weird middle letter? Why can't I remember any of these cards are called? But despite my brain short-circuiting every time I try to pronounce Maliss P. March Hare without summoning a demon, this card is legit. It's got solid protection, summon effects, and just piles more fire onto the already blazing hot Maliss engine. You don't even need to remember how to spell it to know it's dangerous. Maliss is already putting up real tournament results. And March Hare, what makes it too much worse than your opponents? Cute bunny, horrifying effect. We love that duality. Ayo, it's happening. Dragon Rulers are officially back. Alliance Insight didn't just revisit a broken deck from 2013. It watched straight into the history books, lit a match, and tossed it back into the meta. We're not talking Tempest, Tidal, Blaster, and Redux. Just getting away from the sidelines. No. Konami just dropped a light and dark variant, and they are here to spice things up. You remember 2013, you couldn't swing a Kribo without hitting a Dragon Ruler deck? Those boys ran everything. And now with new synergy, updates, and a full support system that goes way beyond Dragon Link, they're back. This isn't just, hey, let's bring back an old card for the vibes. No. This is game-shifting synergy. Dragon decks just unlocked a new level of degenerate potential. Again, holding onto your extra deck, people, the Firestorm is just reigniting. Alright, coming in at number 2 is the card that proves Konami knows exactly how to print money. Dark Magician Girl, the Magician's Apprentice. It's cute, it's powerful, it's meta-relevant. And yeah, let's be honest, DMG could be a vanilla normal monster with 0 stats, and people would still buy cases for her. But this time, she actually slaps. She special summons herself when any spellcaster hits the board, and grabs Shining Sarcophagus straight from the deck, which opens up a real combo fuel. You throw her and any other card into a turn 1 setup, and boom, you've got 2 high-level spellcasters without touching your normal summon, and a deck that sometimes struggles to do anything that's huge. And come on, let's be honest, even if she didn't do any of that, she's still Dark Magician Girl. The card basically sells out before the ink dries. And finally, sitting at the top of the throne is the card that makes grown duelists cry nostalgia tears into their deck boxes. Dragon Master Lords. You don't have to be a veteran of 2002 to appreciate this one, but it definitely helps. Dragon Master Lords is a love letter to all the OG Dragon cards that raised us. And by love letter, I mean massive beat stick that fuses like 5 decades of lore into one terrifying boss. Trying to figure out where this card came from is like falling down a YouTube rabbit hole of reprints, alternate art, anime exclusive versions, promos, manga appearances, and like 6 different Blue Eyes retrains, but it's worth it. This card doesn't just play well, it plays with history. It's nostalgia and power. It's a centerpiece for casual and a flex for the sweaty players. It's a perfect mix of anime flavor and modern firepower. Well, there you have it, Duelists. The top 10 cards from Alliance Inside that are either going to wreck locals, empty your wallet, or both. Smash that like button if your deck just got power crept. Drop a comment if you pulled a quarter century DMG. And as always, keep your sleeves fresh and your cards godly. I'm Penguin K Scepter, and I'll see you in the next one. Unless I get FTK'd again.